Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out if a company is actually as exciting as their press releases make them out to be. Today we are diving into Nixxy Incorporated's latest report, which has some pretty interesting shakeups. Get ready because this filing isn't just about numbers, it is about a company making some serious moves, and we're going to decode what it all means. Before we dive in, if you like unpacking these kinds of reports and getting the real story behind the corporate jargon, smash that subscribe button. You can also join our community over on Discord. The link is in the description below. Let's get started. So Nixxy Incorporated has filed an 8K report. Think of an 8K as a current report filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. It is used when a company has to report major events that shareholders should know about right away. It's not a regular checkup like a quarterly report, but more like an emergency alert for significant news. The report we're looking at is from the 4th of December 2025. Now, the most interesting part of this filing is not buried in dense legal text, but rather in the announcements the company made. This section tells us about public disclosures. So Nixxy made two big announcements a couple of days in a row that they're sharing with us here. The first announcement on the 3rd of December is a big one. They're saying they've hit a run rate of $180 million in annualized revenue. Now, what does that mean? An annualized revenue run rate is essentially a projection of how much money a company will make in a full year based on its current performance. So if they're saying $180 million run rate, it means if they keep making money at the same pace they are right now, for the next 12 months they'd hit $180 million. They attribute this growth to AI infrastructure, global telecom partnerships, and a strategy that optimizes their traffic for better profit margins. This sounds like they're doing well in some cutting-edge areas. Then on the 4th of December, the very next day, they announced a major leadership change. Julia Yu has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer. This is a pretty significant event for any company, especially when it is coupled with impressive revenue growth announcements. A change at the top can signal a new direction or a solidified strategy. Let's quickly look at what is actually traded on the stock exchange. Nixxy Incorporated has its common stock trading under the symbol Nixxy on the Nasdaq Capital Market. They also have common stock purchase warrants trading as NixXW on the same exchange. Warrants are essentially options that give the holder the right to buy stock at a specific price in the future. It is noted here that Nixxy is an emerging growth company. This means they are a company with less than $1 billion in annual gross revenue that has gone public more recently. These companies get some benefits like having a slightly longer period to comply with new accounting standards. It usually implies they are in a growth phase. This part of the filing is where they list any additional documents that are part of this report. Here they've attached the press release from the 3rd of December about their revenue acceleration. This is the press release that detailed the exciting revenue numbers we talked about. And here is the exhibit for the 4th of December, the press release announcing Julia Yu as the new CEO. These two announcements happening so close together really paints a picture of a company in transition and in growth mode. The report is signed off by Mike Schmidt in his role as Chief Executive Officer. However, with the announcement of Julia Yu as the new CEO, this signature likely represents a past role or a transition period. It is a bit of a mixed signal, but clearly a new chapter is beginning for Nixxy. So what is my take on this filing? Nixxy Incorporated is making some bold moves. Hitting that $180 million annualized revenue run rate is a very positive sign, especially if it is sustainable. It suggests their strategies in AI and global partnerships are paying off, and the focus on margin optimization tells me they are not just growing but growing profitably, which is key for long-term success. The appointment of a new CEO, Julia Yu, at such a pivotal moment, right after this revenue announcement, could mean a few things. It might be to capitalize on this growth phase and lead the company into its next stage of expansion. It could also indicate a strategic shift or a desire for fresh leadership to steer the ship. One of the biggest risks for any company, especially one in growth mode, is execution. Can they maintain this growth trajectory? Can the new CEO effectively lead the team and manage operations to achieve these revenue targets and beyond? Another opportunity here is really in the AI infrastructure and global telecom partnerships they mentioned. These are massive and growing markets. If Nixxy can carve out a significant share and innovate effectively, they could see substantial future gains. The fact that they are an emerging growth company also presents opportunities for them to be agile and adapt quickly to market changes. However, it also means they might face more intense scrutiny and pressure to perform from investors. In conclusion, Nixxy appears to be at an exciting inflection point. They've shown impressive revenue growth and a strategic leadership change. The future hinges on their ability to execute on their ambitious plans and navigate the competitive landscape. It is definitely a company to keep an eye on. Alright, that is our decoder for Nixxy Incorporated's latest report. What do you think about their aggressive growth and leadership change? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And of course, don't forget to join our growing Discord community linked in the description. You can chat with us and other viewers there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.